You presented this morning that STC is working in Somalia and also in the Democratic Republic of Congo, which are really fragile settings for excellence. So you have been doing also an analysis. So do you have lessons to be learned about working in such contexts?
Thank you very much for asking the question and for inviting me to this event. It is actually an opportunity for a program like Somalia, which in terms of cooperation is a fairly young one, to show the added value of having taken the necessary time and resources to investigate a lot into understanding the context and interviewing stakeholders, partners, even researchers, the academia, and learning quite a number of things that show very unusual pictures of the context than the one we would expect. So in terms of lessons learned or lessons to be learned yet, because it's a recent work that we're conducting, I think that we have two major points to highlight. One would be that the variety of health-related actors and stakeholders that we see in the analysis of the context is much larger than expected. So it's a bit difficult to determine who has which role at any given point in time, because the roles of these stakeholders are terribly fluid due to the fragility of the context. So we have to be extremely careful in providing blueprinted solutions to who is entitled or legitimate to do any kind of interaction at any given point in time. So that would be the first point. So from the other points that we are observing is that particularly in Somalia, that it's normally described as an extremely fragile and extremely failed context. I would like to say that we can define it as certainly a chaotic one, but we can also observing that parallel, very resilient mechanisms are in place to deliver health in numbers of ways that we might fail to fully understand at this point in time. Therefore, we might fail to a little bit interact with these non so easily identifiable actors. But although it is chaotic, it is still not failed in the sense that there is a health system in place. It is just a health system that we're not used to. It follows unusual patterns and it relies on very unusual partners and actors.